This is Newcap News with Gina Martin.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. New Year's Eve is upon us, a night to celebrate the year that was and to welcome the year to come. But for some, it's a night where proper decision making goes completely out the window, something the RCMP is looking to prevent.
We know New Year's Eve, there's probably going to be more drinking, which may make people drive. So we'll be looking for anything from erratic driving to complaints from the public, as well as I said, we'll probably be setting up some check stops throughout the city and trying to ensure that the rate of drunk driving is zero.
Sergeant Nelson says local Mounties will be out in full force tonight, hoping their presence will curb the thought process for some potential drunk drivers. The RCMP is recommending other transportation options for people celebrating the new year.
We want everybody in the community to have fun, but have fun safely. So if you are planning on going out and celebrating the new year with some alcoholic beverages, we encourage strongly that you have a designated driver or that you take a taxi cab service.
As well, Lloydminster RCMP is urging residents to report drivers they believe are under the influence by calling 911. Lloydminster is ready to celebrate the end of 2016 this New Year's Eve with events across the city requiring local cab companies. This is one of the busiest nights of the year for cab drivers, and the border city is no exception. There will be several drivers waiting around the west end of town tonight, especially between midnight and 3 a.m.
House parties, those usually take the cabs after 3, but from the bar is usually close to 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's the time they usually go home.
Javid says passengers should make sure to ask if their cab takes debit, make sure addresses are correct, and be prepared for a longer wait after midnight.
We have twice much cabs than like any usual day. So I think the wait time gonna be about 15 to 20 minutes, which is not bad for the New Year Eve.
Drivers also ask that people are courteous and drink responsibly. Holy Rosary High School's football program has been dominant over the last 5 years. Our Lance Phillips caught up with Vince Oreo, the man behind its success, to discuss some of the program's inner workings.
Vince, thanks very much for taking a few minutes today to sit down, chat about some football success.
Yeah.
Overall, the success you've had, what are some things that you've found over the course of last year and even into this year's programs that's been successful for you?
Yeah, our kids have developed into committed football players. It's not just about a team; it's about a program, and I think we're graduating some high-quality kids that have a chance of playing at the next level.
When you say play at the next level, how many of your kids from this year's program do you expect to go on to play, say, university ball?
You know, if we had 5 go, I think that would be a pretty high number. I expect 3 to make the jump who have put in a significant amount of time and are willing to take the time to go to the next level. But I think we could have more, but I think 3 will actually do it.
Let's talk about your success, not only this year, but the success you've had over the last, say, 5 seasons even. 4 straight Alberta Bowl appearances. What is it that makes Holy Rosary such a dominant football program?
I think it's the system. It's the kids that are in the system. It's committed coaches. We spend a lot of time focusing on the weight room and the mental side of the game film, and then the on-field product. So it's not just about practice and play. There's a lot more to it.
You mentioned off camera that you're going to lose roughly 15 seniors this year. You said that happens year after year. How do you continue to put out the product that you do on the football field, considering every year you're turning over those players?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to lose those kids, and you always think, how are we going to replace them? But the effort that the seniors put us in positions throughout the year where we can put backups in, so they get some quality reps, so they're ready to go the next year. If we were in close games every game of the year, backups wouldn't get a chance. But a lot of games our backups are getting in full second half, so they're getting some quality game time.
When you think about starting a new season with these new players, does it feel daunting to you, or does it feel daunting to even the kids who have been here already to get back to that Alberta Bowl? When you look at it, you think, whoa, it's such a...
There's pressure, right? There's pressure to maintain that consistency. We've had a 12-man team for 9 years. We've been in the Alberta Bowl 5 times. We've won 4 league championships and won 1 provincial championship. So there's pressure to get there because of the high standard that's been set by the kids that have gone through this program. So what we do as a coaching staff is, we look at the talent we have, and we'll base our systems around the kids that we have. We're not just going to stay with one mold or one train of thought. Every year we're going to switch things up to make our kids successful. So depending on what we have for a team is how we'll develop and defensive systems, and we'll put our kids in a position to be successful.
I wish you success in your next season coming up. And based off everything I've seen thus far, you will definitely have it. So
Thanks,
thank you very much for taking time today.
Yeah,
Vince.
no, I appreciate it.